I'm Ian Harrison, and I'm going to introduce you to the world of recoil. Huge fan of Die Hard.
Oh, man.
Be safe, please, and don't look back at me at all.
That's going to be tempting. This show is only 4 minutes long, so let's cut the bullshit. Let's go shoot these things.
Sounds good.
All right, go. Let's go.
With a history of the highest caliber, military grade, civilian ready, FN handguns put legendary reliability and performance in the palm of your hand. We are FN, and we are the world's most battle-proven firearms.
I was once asked why Recoil features bikes inside of its pages. Well, it's because, like guns, motorcycles are fast, loud, dangerous, and your mom wouldn't approve. Now, the only thing I can think of that would be better than a gun and a bike is to somehow put the two together. If you look at this anonymous grey door behind me, you might recognize it from when we put a minigun on top of a 1979 Bronco. You reckon we can do the same with a motorcycle? Let's go find out. Now Cal, this is obviously a marketing exercise and it's a really, really cool piece of equipment, but you guys have actually looked at it from a military perspective and you've incorporated a bunch of other things into it.
Yes, this is, it's not a show bike. This is a concept bike. It was important for it to be 100% real, and its form does follow its function. There's nothing fake on this bike, and every component has a purpose.
Cool, why don't you take us through it from stem to stern?
Well, we're going to start off with the main feature, which is the Dillon M134D minigun. Now, this gun has a significant recoil, and while it's a minigun, it's still rather heavy. It was important to keep the thrust in line with the bike to retain the handling, and it was also important to keep the center of gravity very low. We have about a 40 pounds worth of mount and elevation gear, and we have the gun itself, which is about 42 pounds. Any military vehicle is put into some of the most hazardous conditions in the world, even before it gets to the battlefield. Now, there's nothing sensitive on this bike. This bike is all aluminum and very, very strong. Also, as you can see, this bike doesn't have normal lights on it. This is a military vehicle. And here, while these do look like headlights, these are actually port and starboard aviation lights. So what we have here is a standard 500 round can, and the chute will take an additional 100. So at 50 rounds a second, we have enough ammo for a 12-second burst, or 24 half-second bursts, which is still quite a bit at 25 rounds per trigger pull. Now, chute comes off, can comes out, fresh can right back in, chute back on, feed it into the gun, you're ready to go again. Now, while the nitrous oxide system is also added performance, it also had to be durable. Now, we have twin tanks. The bike can run on one or both. If one of these is damaged, it can be shut down and it'll still operate. The redundancy is also carried out through to the back of the bike with the twin fuel tanks. Like the nitrous system, this bike can operate on one tank, two tanks, and if one tank is ruptured, it can be shut down and the bike will still operate. At 50 rounds per second, this 100-round chute is going to empty in 2 seconds. Now, this chute is what keeps the bullets in line when they're traveling at that speed. The ammunition will go from the can, through the chute, into the feeder delinker, into the gun, blasts out the brass and the links on the port side. Now, this exhaust pipe is a flat black. Now, this is the same exact flat black that we at Tail Gunner USA use on our Harley-Davidson exhaust pipes.
Who's going to be throwing a leg over this vehicle when it's running?
It will either be myself or my partner, Charlie.
I wish you the best of luck. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you,
Let's go
Dean.
take it to the range. If you look at this anonymous grey door behind me, you might recognize it from when we put a minigun on top of a 1979 Bronco. You reckon we can do the same with a motorcycle? I'm Ian Harrison, and I'm going to introduce you to the world of recoil. Huge fan of Die Hard.
Oh, man.
Be safe, please, and don't look back at me at all.
That's going to be tempting. This show is only 4 minutes long, so let's cut the bull. Let's go shoot these things.
Sounds good.
All right, go. Let's go.
With a history of the highest caliber, military grade, civilian ready, FN handguns put legendary reliability and performance in the palm of your hand. We are FN, and we are the world's most battle-proven firearms.
Okay, it's day 2 now. We're at Dylan's secret test range and we're getting ready for some motorcycle minigun mayhem. Yesterday we had a little bit of trouble getting the gun to feed out of that big chute by the side of it. We hope it's fixed. We're going to find out very, very soon.
Well, right now we're doing the first test firing of the M134X Interceptor. We're starting off with short round bursts, lengthening them up. Right now the main concern is the feed system, and that's running the ammo from the can through the chute to the gun. Right now we're having a couple of minor problems with the angle of the feed chute. Right now we have Trey refining that, making slight adjustments. The types of things that have to be worked out every time the gun system is put on a different platform.
Well guys, when I first heard the idea of putting a minigun on a motorcycle, I was a little skeptical, but hey, you guys pulled it off.
I'm very happy with the results. The static live fire went great. The roll-in live fire went great. High-speed runs went great. Minor feed problem can be solved with a little bit of bracketry, but I think it was total success.
So now you guys have got to go and do what? Put this thing in the back of a van and drive it another 2,700 miles to Massachusetts?
That's right. Before we got out here, we had a few troubles, but like they say, it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. We got back up and we got out here, and I think we passed with flying colors.
Amen to that.
And one other thing I'll throw in, it was damn fun.
That it was. I mean, you can't really not have fun when you combine a minigun and an R1. So congratulations, guys. You managed to pull it off.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Big props.
Thank you.
Thanks.